You know that feeling when your heart feels like it's being crushed and you can barely get out of bed? 2 years ago, that was me. Sitting in my empty apartment, staring at a negative bank balance, feeling like I'd let everyone down, including myself. My startup had failed, my savings were gone, and honestly, I felt completely worthless. I know some of you are feeling this way right now, and I want you to know, I see you, I've been there, and this story is for you.
Growing up, we all heard the same story, didn't we? Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, follow the safe path. And like many of you, I did exactly that. Got the degree, landed that corporate job, even chased the entrepreneurial dream. I was checking all those boxes we're told lead to happiness. But let me be vulnerable with you for a moment. I was terrified. Terrified of failing, terrified of disappointing others, terrified of being judged. When my startup crashed, my precious baby that I poured 3 years of my life and $50,000 of savings into, it felt like my world ended. Having to move back in with my parents at 28, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I know some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. That gut-wrenching shame that keeps you up at night. But here's where the story changes, and I hope it gives you hope too. During those darkest days, when I was at my lowest, I found my old failure journal. Yes, I kept one. Maybe it was my way of punishing myself back then. But as I read through those pages, something shifted inside me. Each failure entry wasn't just a record of pain. It was a testament to my courage to try. Every tear-stained page held not just lessons, but proof that I was brave enough to step into the arena. Those marketing flops, they showed I had the courage to put myself out there. The product failures, they proved I was innovative enough to create something new. Those painful partnership breakdowns, they demonstrated I was resilient enough to keep going. Here's the beautiful part that still makes me emotional. When I started sharing my story, really sharing with all its messy, uncomfortable parts, something magical happened. Other people started opening up to me. They shared their fears, their failures, their midnight panic attacks. In helping them avoid my mistakes, I found my true purpose. Within 6 months, not only was I making more money than before, but I was making a real difference in people's lives. Every time someone said, "Thank you for making me feel less alone," my own failures felt more meaningful. We're all in this together, aren't we? Now, let me share what I now call the Healing Through Failure framework, because that's what it really is, a path to healing, which I personally use it, hence, coming from an actual standpoint. Honor your journey. Keep a failure journal, but write with compassion. Your failures don't define you, they refine you. Find a gift. In every failure, there are 3 treasures: wisdom about the world, truth about yourself, and clarity about your path. These are your gifts. Transform pain into purpose. Use your experiences to lift others. Your struggles can become someone else's guideposts. Recently at a small business meetup, I share my story. Nothing rehearsed, just honest talk about failures and lessons learned. A few people came up afterwards sharing similar experiences. One guy admitted he just closed his first business and felt lost. We ended up grabbing coffee and talking through it. The conversation was meaningful because I wasn't trying to be some guru with all the answers. I was just someone who'd been there, sharing what worked and what didn't. Sometimes that's all people need, knowing they're not the only ones figuring things out. So here's what I want you to do, and I'll do it with you right now. Take out your phone, create a note called My Journey, and write down your most recent struggle. But this time, write it with love. Write it as if you're writing to your best friend, because you deserve that same compassion you'd show others. Remember, sweet soul, your failures are not your identity. They're your stepping stones. Those nights when you cry yourself to sleep, they're preparing you for the morning when you'll help someone else through their darkness. I'm not just living proof that your biggest failure can become your greatest advantage. I'm living proof that your deepest pain can become your most powerful purpose. We're in this together, and I believe in you. Now go out there and fail forward, because your story of rising from the ashes might just be the light someone else needs to find their way.